The kilometer or kilometer is a unit of length in the metric system, equal to 1,000 meters. It is now the measurement unit used officially for expressing distances between geographical places on land in most of the world. Notable exceptions are the United States and the road network of the United Kingdom, where the statute mile is the official unit used. K is occasionally used in some English-speaking countries as an alternative for the word kilometer in colloquial writing and speech. A slang term for the kilometer in the U.S. military is click. Pronunciation. There are two common pronunciations for the word ʻkɪləmiːtə, low, ʻkɪləmiːtə. The former follows a pattern in English whereby metric units are pronounced with the stress on the first syllable, and the pronunciation of the actual base unit does not change irrespective of the prefix. It is generally preferred by the British Broadcasting Corporation and the Australian Broadcasting Corporation. Many scientists and other users, particularly in countries where the metric system is not widely used, use the pronunciation with stress on the second syllable. The latter pronunciation follows the stress pattern used for the names of measuring instruments. The problem with this reasoning, however, is that the word meter in those usages refers to a measuring device, not a unit of length. The contrast is even more obvious in countries using the English rather than American speaking of the word meter. When Australia introduced the metric system in 1975, the first pronunciation was declared official by the government's Metric Conversion Board. However, the Australian Prime Minister at the time, Gough Whitlam, insisted that the second pronunciation was the correct one because of the Greek origins of the two parts of the word, equivalent to other units of length. History. By the 8th of May 1790 decree, the Constituent Assembly ordered the French Academy of Sciences to develop a new measurement system. In August 1793, the French National Convention decreed the meter as the sole length measurement system in the French Republic. The first name of the kilometer was millaire. Although the meter was formally defined in 1799, the myriameter was preferred to the kilometer for everyday use. The term myriameter appeared a number of times in the text of de Velly's book Physique de Mille, aux Principes de la Science de la Nature, while the term kilometer only appeared in an appendix. French maps published in 1835 had scales showing myriameters and lieues d'eau post. The Dutch, on the other hand, adopted the kilometer in 1817 but gave it the local name of the mijl. It was only in 1867 that the term kilometer became the only official unit of measure in the Netherlands to represent 1,000 meters. Two German textbooks dated 1842 and 1848 respectively give a snapshot of the use of the kilometer across Europe. The kilometer was in use in the Netherlands and in Italy, and the myriameter was in use in France. In 1935, the International Committee for Weights and Measures officially abolished the prefix myria, and with it the myriameter, leaving the kilometer as the recognized unit of length for measurements of that magnitude. International usage. United Kingdom. In the United Kingdom, road signs show distances in miles and location marker posts that are used for reference purposes by road engineers and emergency services show distance references in unspecified units which are kilometer-based. The advent of the mobile phone has been instrumental in the British Department for Transport authorising the use of driver location signs to convey the distance reference information of location marker posts to road users should they need to contact the emergency services. United States. In the U.S., the National Highway System Designation Act of 1995 prohibits the use of federal aid highway funds to convert existing signs or purchase new signs with metric units. The executive director of the U.S. Federal Highway Administration, Jeffrey Paniascia, wrote in a 2008 memo, Section 205 of the National Highway System Designation Act of 1995 prohibited us from requiring any state Department of Transport to use the metric system during project development activities. Although the state had the option of using metric measurements or dual units, all of them abandoned metric measurements and reverted to sole use of inch-pound values. The Manual on Uniform Traffic Control Devices since 2000 is published in both metric and American customer units. Kilometre Records. Some sporting disciplines feature 1,000 meters races in major events, but in other disciplines, even though world records are catalogued, the 1 kilometer event remains a minority event. The world records for various sporting disciplines are